Okay, welcome Satnam. I'm Mitsuko, and this is if you're short on time. Here's a set you can do. It's called Kriya to. It's in this book called Divine Relationships: Two Bodies, One Soul by Namkar and Sri Atma Singh Khalsa. The set is called Kriya to release the pain of the past and energize your current relationship. It also says that it's actually called the essence of self. And I was like looking in the book and I couldn't figure out where the original set came from. But this was a fun set that I've been doing in class recently. And it's really good if you're short on time. But you can also start, I showed a recent breath exercise to do to work on the heart space, which I thought was a good combination with this set. The bear grip where your left hand is facing forward, right palm facing the body, and you'll inhale left elbow up towards the sky and exhale right elbow up towards the sky, and you'll just alternate, and you'll do that for 3 minutes, and then maybe do some little warm-ups with the body, and then you can do this set, or you can just get to this set. So we'll get to this set, and I'll abbreviate the set so that it works for time. Already I think it's a really efficient set time-wise. But if you do it for the full duration of the set, then you'll get to experience more energy and intention of the set. Okay, so with this one, I'm just gonna back the camera up and you'll bring your arms out. Oh, I don't think I have enough room. No, just based on the dimension of this length. Okay. So your arms will be out to the side, and you'll move the arms forward, up, back, and down. We'll create like a nice little keep moving circle. And you'll also do with this classic breath of the breath of fire. You'll inhale, expand the belly, exhale, belly returns into the spine. So it's a navel pump. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, expand, exhale, navel returns to the spine. And this breath really helps to support the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system to find a sense of balance. And you're working with the belly. And this is what I've been focusing on a lot in class, is that there are like 500 million neurons in the belly. So we're just such a complex system that the thoughts we think, can you imagine like all of the 500 million neurons that get fired? And not only that there must be a different combination of actions and activities that go on emotionally and physically and mentally and all kinds of stuff just with a thought impulse. So the breath of fire is really kind of supporting this sense of regulation, kind of fine-tuning and focusing the energy a little more centered in your body. Your arms are out to the side. So the breath of fire is something like this. You'll inhale belly, exhale belly returns in, and it's at this pace. Inhale, expand, so it's releasing this sense of control, because when we're trying to control a situation, we might hold the belly tight. It doesn't have like the rib cage protecting like the heart center and like the pelvic girdle protecting the organs. So this is kind of like this, your own ability to protect yourself. You hold tight, you hold everything in. And here we're trying to support a little ease and fluidness through the body. This is just my way of kind of understanding how I can feel comfortable in my body. And if this resonates with you too, great. And if it doesn't, meh. So here we go. Arms out to the side, and we will start circling. Circle, circle, and you'll pulse the navel breath of fire. You keep going, and I'm just gonna add one more thing, but we'll keep going. You'll pulse the navel as you continue to work the arms. So the shoulders, energetically, there's this connection also to the stomach. So as you move your arms, try to just notice your awareness of your shoulders and the heart. and like all of the muscles around the shoulders that kind of attach to the chest area and the back side of the shoulders. And when we repeatedly do something over and over again, we're kind of creating this familiarity of the movement through that part of the body. And as you continue to do so, notice what's going on within the rest of your body, because you might be holding your jaw tight, you might be squeezing your face, you might be tightening your glutes and your belly, and maybe just soften all of that. See if you can continue to soften and keep the arms long. Just imagine we're working with the nervous system here, all of the nerves in your entire body. We're just working with them. Pulse the navel. Here we go. Keep going. Almost there. Keep up, keep going, do what you can. And you'll deeply inhale and send the arms up towards the sky. Press through seat, lift the heart. Press the top of the head up towards the ceiling as if you're wearing a crown to help lengthen the spine. Exhale, sweep the arms out and down. And I recommend bringing the tips of the thumbs, the tip of the pointer finger, just to help support your wisdom and your expansion and open to new possibilities. This pointer finger is ether, represents ether. Thumb represents earth, grounding, also symbolizes your ego. I've been going back and forth looking at different systems regarding the fingers, but these are the ones that make the most sense to me in my understanding and how I can just kind of work with what I understand of my body and myself. So as you continue with your practice of just breathing and moving through your body, maybe you find a system that works for you and just utilize that with your practice. Maybe this practice helps you with your practice of knowing yourself. And I'm hoping that as I'm talking, you're continuing to keep your eyes closed and focus on the third eye. And notice how the rest of your body kind of finds a sense of stability. That your body will return to its own sense of stableness and stability. And sometimes when we expand out, we expand ourselves beyond where we're kind of comfortable with, and it makes it more robust. Kind of like a sponge. It's like it has its sense of shape, and you add a little water and it gets a little fluffy. So that's what we're doing. We're just adding a little lubrication to our bodies. Continue to keep the eyes closed, keep the focus on the third eye. Feel free to inhale and expand. So when you expand the lungs, let the belly be soft so that the belly expands. You're just creating space for the belly to expand, creating space for the lungs to drop down, and create a little more space for your body. Exhale and draw the belly in, rib cage returns in and up towards the heart. All right. Return to your regular breath, and let's go bring ourselves onto our belly. We'll continue with the breath of fire. We'll go into bow pose. If you're familiar with bow pose, if you have a regular yoga practice, go into bow pose. You'll be on your belly. You'll reach back and hold on to the ankles. And that's kind of the intention of the practice, but you don't have to hold on to the ankles. I know in this practice, this is what you should do. But really what we're doing is just creating more space through the body. And with this specific exercise, we're kind of just doing this ironing of the belly. Ironing of the belly, like I mentioned this sense of control. And so we're rocking back and forth on the belly when we hold our ankles and utilizing the breath of fire. We're And supposedly, if you want to think of ways to think about the body that might help you to like open up and like how can you find more space in the body, like the back side of the body deals with your will, and the front of the body is moving forward. So we're just kind of letting go of our preconceived notion and ideas, and maybe just shining the heart forward and creating a little more length and space through the front of the body. Okay, so we're on our bellies, bending our legs, grabbing the ankles, lifting up. And maybe you're lifting the knees up, heart up, and then you'll rock back and forth, pulsing the belly, breath of fire. Another option, I say you can push your hands on the mat. Maybe you want to find something else and do something else because you're based on your own body's needs. You're like, hey, I have spine things going on and this posture is not really working for me. So skip this exercise. It's really like, hey, proposing things. We're trying to work through energy in the body. Here we go. Grab the ankles. Lift up. Rock back and forth. Breath of fire. Let's begin. I also recommend tucking in the chin, which might be a way to support length through the spine. I find it's helpful for me to do that, and maybe for you, you find that to be helpful as well. Keep pulsing the navel. We have 15 more seconds. Here you are. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the legs down. You can stack the forearms at the top of the mat if that feels appropriate for you. If you'd like to swing the legs back and forth. If you'd like to extend the legs long and remain lying on your belly for a moment. And if you do remain lying on your belly for a moment, notice your belly and your heart. Notice that your breath. And then when you're ready, bring your hands onto the mat. Shift yourself up. Maybe even shift yourself into a child's pose. Just maybe to reverse the openness of the heart space. So maybe this time you'll try having a moment. Tailbone into the mat, round through the spine, reach through the hands. Fingertips reaching, maybe with this balasana posture, this child's pose, that you are finding length through the vertebrae of the spine. When you're ready, walk your hands back towards your body, stack the spine, lift the head up. Last, bring yourself onto your back, and you'll hug the knees into your chest and knees to nose to create the most length through the vertebrae of your spine as you go in. And then you'll do the breath of fire and you'll pulse the navel, breath of fire. And when you're held in a ball and you're activating the navel pulsing, I'm only laughing because sometimes you might fart. And it's because you're getting air out of your body. So if you're at home and that happens, it's like, that's kind of normal. But if you're in a class, just that's what might be the urge that might be happening, because we're creating this, stimulating the digestion with the compression of the intestines. And yeah, so let's bring ourselves onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. Knees to nose, create the most length that you can through the vertebrae of the spine, and pulse the navel here. You really want to feel the belly move up and down. Keep going, keep the face and jaw nice and soft. I'm sorry, I need glasses to see the timer, but keep going. We have about 10 more seconds here. Actually, we're actually right here, right? Take a nice inhale here. Expand belly. Pull the knees to nose. And exhale, release the legs down, the feet on the mat. Maybe bring the feet a little wide so that the knees knock in. Maybe place a hand on belly and a hand on heart and just take a moment here. Stay with your breath. Drop into a sense of stillness where you're able to observe your body breathing itself. Your body will return back to its sense of homeostasis. All right, now that you're done, we'll inhale, expand, hug the knees into the chest, exhale, and then rock yourself up and down your spine. Maybe rock yourself a few times, just building a little familiarity with the spine, moving energy up and down the spine, bring yourself up to seated. And then you'll bring yourself to a squatted position. And you'll be in a squat. And if you can find a way in your squat, I'm gonna unplug my fridge. Okay. So you bring yourself into a squat, interlace your hands, and it says to interlace your hands. So I'm just working with this practice and the instructions that it gives me, and work with what really works for you. So it says to interlace your hands, and if you're working with here we go. If we're working with the enhancing the parasympathetic nervous system, cross the left thumb over right, and we'll bring the right thumb left thumb over right so that the right pinky is on the bottom. So when you slide the fingers apart, that the right tip of the thumb is in the web of the opposite hand, and the tip of the left thumb is at the mound. So there should be these two pressure points. And this one's for the respiratory, your lungs, and this one's for like sinuses and for headache. But this mudra's, also they call it the Venus lock. I actually haven't researched it to find out what it's called in other practices. But this one's the Venus lock, and this one helps to supposedly enhance creativity. So we have this lock, and if you're working with the sympathetic nervous system, this activation and energy, then you'll bring the right thumb over the left, and with the left pinky on the bottom, and then you'll slide so that the tip of the left thumb is at the web and the tip of the right thumb is at the mound, and you'll hold that pressure point. Okay, left thumb over right for me, parasympathetic nervous system, calming, cooling, stabilizing, integration. Yeah, in a squat. Hands are on top of the head, tailbone down. So inhale up, straighten the legs. Exhale, bring yourself, sit the seat back and down. So that'll be 1, inhale up, exhale down, that'll be 2. You can use the mantra Sat on the inhale, and exhale down, that'll be 3. We'll just do 10 more. All right, well, inhale, bring yourself up, reach your arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms out and down. And let's bring ourselves to seated, and I will explain a little more of that specific exercise that maybe if you revisit it again, that you might notice that you're activating the thighs, and the thigh bone supposedly holds different minerals. And so when we're doing this exercise of standing up and going back down to the squat, that it activates the thigh bone to help distribute the minerals that are in the thigh bone to help elevate your mood, more positive mood. So working on the thighs, also these big muscles, helps to work on the heart space, increasing your heart rate. I'm breathing and moving, so the inhale up, exhale down helps to support your positive mind as well. I believe the minerals that are in the thigh bone that will help to elevate the mood are sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. All right, let me look that up. Let me look it up for next video, but I'm not going to be concerned about it. I just kind of wanted you to kind of think like, okay, we're stimulating the thigh bone. This is really going to help to boost and elevate your mood. We're also working on the kidneys with the hands on the head. So if you do this specific set over and over again, you might become more familiar with your alignment. That the heart is up, tailbone's going down to help create more length through the spine. And we're activating the back side of the body. We're creating space through the armpits. There's like 3 veins that, arteries that meet under the armpit, and I can't really recall what that does for the body. But also we're working on the shoulders. So again, this relationship to the shoulders and the belly. So keeping a sense of ease throughout the body. So when we're moving and you're breathing, that you're becoming more aware of how you're holding the body as you're moving and breathing. Okay, next one, we'll return back to the arms out, and we'll circle back and down, up, back, and down. And we'll do that with the breath of fire. Again, here we go, let's do this. Inhale, send the arms up, press through seat, reach the arms up, lift through the sternum, create length through the spine. Exhale, sweep the arms out and down. Bring the hands into prayer pose. Prayer pose. So you bring your hands into prayer pose, and I'm placing my hands on my heart. But that's what we're doing. Placing the left hand on the heart, and the right hand is on top. I'll bring the camera a little closer, and we'll be meditating. And if you want to meditate, just sit the seat down. If you have a block that you like to sit on, because it might help to elevate the hips up above the knees, then feel free to sit on a block. It really helps to create space also for the belly, and supports a lifting of the spine, because sometimes if you find that you're kind of balled up when you sit, it can create a little stress on the back. So left hand on the heart, right hand on top. This says to sing the Dan Dan Ram Das Guru mantra, and I think it's really long. And I know that there's rules that say don't change what's on there. But you know, someone designed this, so we can do whatever we'd like. I feel that just if you're doing this full set, you can do the Dan Dan Ram Das Guru mantra. It's extremely long, and you need to know it intimately to be able to just sit and chant it. So I have chosen to do the Guru Ram Das mantra, which I feel is fitting as well. And that mantra, these are all Sikh mantras. I believe the religion was started in the 1400s. And so, you know, I find that mantra is more of a way of regulating the breath. And so this is something I've been mentioning in class too. So I've done like acting, and in the acting class that I took, it really didn't matter what you said. It was the intention behind what you said. So you could say absolutely gibberish, and which is kind of what it sounds like if you don't know another language, that they're speaking something and they're using words and intonations, but they're like asking for like, hey, I'd like some food. Give me the milk, or giving something. Oh, like, oh, I love you. So it's the intention under the words. So if you have an intention and you're using your meditation to do that, sorry, my hair is just distracting me, then put that intention on that mantra. So whatever you want to meditate on, feel free to do that. But I'll describe what this mantra translates into, and then you can chant it along. And I can also do another video of this entire set without any explanation, and you're just doing it so that you can just like, all right, Mitz, let's just get to the set. So this is Guru Guru, Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru. And Guru Guru is wisdom, going from darkness, Gu, to Ru, light. Guru Guru. And we say that twice. Guru Guru, and then Wahe Guru. Wahe is the sound of ecstasy. So Wahe, it's like, wow. Wahe Guru helps to also activate your destiny. So Satnam awakens you to your destiny, and Wahe Guru activates it. So Guru Guru Wahe Guru, I'm just looking down here because it just helps me. Says the first part projects the mind to the source of knowledge and ecstasy. Wahe is the sound of ecstasy. Guru, wisdom, knowledge. So Guru Guru, Wahe Guru is the first line. And then Guru Ram Das Guru. So Guru Ram Das, I believe he's the fourth guru of this Sikh religion that was created. And Guru Guru, Wahe Guru, he's a guru of the heart and guru of service. So if you're not like, hey, I don't know this Guru Ram Das, you do know your heart. So if you what really drives you to be of service. So that wisdom of your heart and your service, you can chant to that. And just repeating these words to help support a sense of ease and vibration in the body. And with your mind, you'll set your intention and just chant these words. Wahe Guru, the second part, Wahe Guru, projects the mind to infinity and gives the finite a guiding relationship on the practical level. So in your daily life, like, hey, like I said, what is it that you relate to and giving service to? So Guru Guru, Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru. Guru Ram Das Guru. Okay, so that was a long explanation. Hand on heart, left hand on the heart, right hand on the heart. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Feel free to close the eyes. And we'll chant Guru Guru, Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru for like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, let's begin. Guru Guru Wahe Guru, Guru Ram Das Guru, 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 Guru Guru Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru. And you'll take a nice inhale and expand the belly so that the lungs can expand and find more space on the inhale. Exhale, draw the belly in, the rib cage in. That was 3 minutes. Feel free to keep the eyes closed. So that was 3 minutes. And notice that your heart, the rhythm of your heartbeat at this time. And notice how you feel energetically, the vibration of your body. Sorry, I kind of have a cold or allergies or something, but yeah, so notice how you feel. Your belly, your heart, your jaw, your throat space. And feel free to take another inhale, expand belly, expand lungs. Exhale, soften. And if you are familiar with this practice, we usually close out with the long time sunshine song. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. And then with a long sat and a short nam. So if you do that, you can do that as well. You can also take a nice 5-minute on your back, rest and restore. Yeah, otherwise feel free to do this practice every day for 40 days and see how this kind of sets energetically your day. This was halftime, so I will do another recording of this set without my instruction, and hopefully that'll be helpful as well for this halftime. Maybe I'll do another one for the full time and see how that goes. Okay, have a great day. All the best. Sat Nam.